Apollo cut her off and stood at attention. Empress Andromeda, please excuse me, but I'm afraid that I have not seen Cassiopeia since this evening of yesterday. Did she say? The Empress Andromeda scoffs. Did I not bid you adieu? The princess is a bit confused, tried to correct Apollo as if he was incorrect. The event has started. The performance has begun, and you are suited in the character as the keynote speaker. You are telling me that Cassiopeia left you without proper guidance of how to fulfill on this event to completion? With a new frame of mind, Apollo begins to view the event from a new filter. He took on that this event is just a performance that has already begun. He looks around and for the first time, taking on that everyone around the room is him, and each guest is him when he first arrived onto the planet Mars, and he pans his focus to where it all began, the landing. Each one is met in this whirl of light of affinity, and the automatic follow is a shrill of laughter and delight. They loved this heartfelt connection right off from the bat. All the servants beaming with the same enhancement, all the guests as they did the first cast on him. Truly, Apollo got it. She had gotten him quicker than anyone had. And in that moment of being gotten, he had disappeared. She had demonstrated to all of the assisting how to properly bestow greetings upon guests for those who do not know to be seen, like him when he first arrived, and that was being demonstrated. For the first time, Apollo felt so vain. He had seen someone to have judged those as him. He had seen himself as someone who judged those who were not of his time and had not been given everything at that time. No, he had judged people who at the very beginning had been given everything on a silver spoon named Levy. These guests do not have what others had always considered to be everything. What they did not have was that to be with everybody. And they were still lonely. And she knew that. And she healed that for him so he could actually get that glimpse at that moment of watching other people being lonely and having that disappear. For him, watching that happen, he became the space to realize that there was something he had never seen anyone being given on a spoon. The night moved forward to the next scene. The conversation. The same elegance that now played out throughout the conversations with those that were greeting, as well as those piranhas who were answering the question or creating a space of peaceful environment for these guests, assisting them flawlessly, executing with their wishes of every guest to be requested or demanded, however they provided. Here she was, his shadow. It was being aspired with compassion and it was doing training with affinity. All the servers to be the best service to those that they were in attendance for. Be still, my beating heart. Apollo had watched and mocked the royal and the rich for all losing all of theirs. Them with fame to slander, them with glory to fraud, them with possessions in prostitution. But he had never witnessed this gift being dropped from any silver spoon, for he was the first one that he had ever seen witness when they lose true love. And he was not prepared for the sound of his own breaking. He realized now, at this time on Mars, he had been given his spoon, his levy, his Mr. Meeseeks, played true to his name. Poof. We all will get that chance, but this gift is one of the monkey's paw, as clear as day to those who have been gifted it. That is where he almost lost it. But this is a love story. I love you, Apollo. So yes or no?
For what?
Just choose.
Yes. It's pretty impressive, the zoom on this thing.
So Apollo held it in for the next act. Did you get that last part?
Mm-hmm.
That's all that you get for this recording.
One more time for good measure.
No.
Gonna save it for another chapter then?
You can save it for another chapter. What did you think about that, though?
Marvelous.
Did you like it, though, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
I liked it.
What did it mean to you?
I don't even know, Mia.
You don't know?
No?
You want me to kind of explain where I was going in my thought process?
Sure.
Where I was going with my thought process is when they read at the very beginning, you see like how bossy, like when he first gets there, you get that he like, I mean, they just like freaking connected.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go onto this balcony scene where you can tell like they're both the same person.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason that they can't be together at this moment is because she knows she's supposed to fulfill on this great banquet. And like what he usually does is just go for whatever he wants. Like he is the heart in this and she has to be the brain. And they both have to fulfill on what they're supposed to fulfill. But the way he takes that is, she doesn't want to be with me. There must be something wrong. I need to figure out what's wrong. And then he starts feeding into something's wrong, something's wrong. Ah, she's with this guy, but this guy's a jerk. Like, she's great, but she's like trying to be smothered and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, they turn it around. And everything that he did to try to like push her away was actually the best training to have people realize that those who love you are going to love you regardless of whatever you are saying or doing, because they're going to get whatever it's done to make sure that you succeed, because that's what they really care about. If they really care about you, they don't care how mad or how bad or how rude you are. They'll stick it through. That's why people love dogs. But
How is it possible when you paraphrase to make it actually shorter than the piece that you're paraphrasing?
I don't know. I can't explain it.
So like somehow you paraphrase something, it adds an additional 10 pages.
I know.
I don't know where that bit about Taco Bell came in. I'm just saying, a paraphrase shouldn't necessarily be longer than the
Daniel, you know what I'd love to be
source
more than anything?
material.
I would love to be a literature teacher about this book. I will teach him a
I'm
thing or
just saying, when
two.
you were in school and they said paraphrase this, did you hand in like 10 pages when it was one page that just needed paraphrasing? You're like, what? There's a lot to say.
Miss White loved me. I was a great student.
Like, Janine, how did you even get here?
I don't know.
You had it in the first paragraph. Where did the other 5 pages come from?
Yeah, I'm rewriting a chapter that I already had edited.
Funny how that works.
I need to move past this chapter.
I'm gonna take a photo of you and your